Yeah, here's an unplanned live, you know. Don't expect to get much people here, but I mean, one new one right here. Don't expect to get. Let's see. What I should have done. Yeah, wagwan, wagwan. If you can hear me, let me know what's going on. You know, hear me up, say something to me. It's been a while, so you can drop Mexico in the house, you know, let me set up, you know. Let me set up a little bit more. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. That, you know, I have what, 4 people here already. Nice, I like that. So we're gonna talk a little bit about tones. We're gonna talk a little bit about major sevenths, because coming up, I'm going to be doing some tutorials and they're gonna consist of like some major sevenths and minor seventh chords. You know what I mean? So yeah. So I think before we even start doing a tutorial like that, it's best if I just start explaining what, you know, let's deal with the major sevenths first, you know. Let me tune this up first a little bit. Make sure it's in tune. Alright. Cool. Yeah. So to get back out of this, bear with my people. Yes, I'm live right now. We're live.
We can't manage work like this. That's why I use Monday.com.
Yeah, good. Yeah, so let's talk about that a little bit. But first, let me take the time out to big up all those who have all the new people to the channel. You know, greetings and welcome. You know, I've been posting much because I have many different reasons. You know, I must say I also have a 9 to 5, so let me let you guys know that, you know, I have to do whatever I have to do, you know, to make sure I keep myself afloat. So yeah, so for all the people that are just tuning into the channel, welcome, big up. You know, you're in the right place. You know, you're in good hands. As you can see my face, I'm a bit tired now. I did a gig last night and it was crazy. I performed from about 7 o'clock to 11 o'clock. So that's what, 8, 9, 10, 11, 4 hours. You know, of singing. You know, non-stop singing, 4 hours of that. Simply because the people, they wanted more and more and more and more. So I had to just keep giving it to them and ask. You know, so yeah, there's a little way to tune the guitar. Same tune. Alright? You know, one day I'll show you guys how to tune it that way. First, let's talk about the tone. Alright, let's talk about the tone of your guitar. Alright, now I've had people asking me, people been asking me to, help them with setting up their guitar, and they like to know the tone that I use and all. So, see, the thing is with reggae, what you need is, you need a clean tone. Alright, you need it to be clean just as it comes, right? That's basically what you're using for reggae. Alright, because back in the days when they were playing reggae music, we didn't have the luxury of, amps and amps. Well, we had amps, but the effects board and so we weren't using those stuff, right? Just a regular amp, and we tweak it until we get that sound. Now that sound, that tone that you get, you just need it to be enough to cut through the mix. That's what you need. Now if you want to go ahead and add a little bit of delay or add a little bit of reverb, then that's on you. So when they play now, they'll get. Now if you listen to this a lot of the old reggae songs, you will realize that sometimes you have different, sometimes it's thicker or thinner or whatever. That's because that's what they choose, that was what they chose to use at the time. But generally it's supposed to be a clean tone. Now you used to have some amps, you have different amps that will give you probably a different sound, sometimes a little bit of distortion. It depends on the amp. Some of them will make it thicker. So also it depends on the type of guitar that you're using, because right now I'm using this Ibanez right here, this hollow body right here, and it will give me a different sound. With these settings that I have, if I plug my my Strat in right now, you are going to get a different sound, So it depends on a lot of stuff, so you can just go ahead and ask somebody to tell you what tone to use or whatever. You just need to get a clean tone that cuts through the mix, right? And because you have to remember that the guitar is a sugar in reggae music, Are you? So as for me, I do not like it when it's too thick. Some of Bob Marley's songs, if you listen to it, it's the chords are chunky. It's still clean, but they're chunky. As in thick. So yeah, so just make sure that you have a clean tone and make sure it's cutting through the mix. Make sure it gives that. All I need to do is add a little bit of delay or add a little bit of reverb. Alright? So how do I feel about using wah? Wah is very essential to reggae. It's a vibe. It's not plugged in right now because I'm using everything right now. I'm using it through Logic Pro, so I don't have anything at my foot. And let me just say that the how should I put this? I want to put it so it come across the right way. When it comes to reggae, try not to go too much digital. Don't overdo it. Stick to the more analog type of stuff, and you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Like for me, I haven't been using these, but when it comes to like really setting up an effects board, these are better. These are much better than the digital stuff. This is a super overdrive right here. At some point I was thinking about building a fixed board, like making my own, you know. So I think I should still continue with that project. Continue. So yeah, wah pedal is very good, man. It's a vibe. It gives you that your reggae a certain sound. So you know, once you rest the heel back, you get it to sound thicker, and once you rest it forward, then it sounds thinner. But it's, you know, I love using my wah pedal. I love using wah pedal. If it was up to me, I'll use wah pedal in everything. You know what I mean? I might sound a little bit different because I've been doing a lot of singing. All right, so that's it for that. So is there any questions that you guys have for me? You're just jumping on the live, you know. Just how about tones for leads? I mean, like I say, well, see, this is what you have to understand. When it comes to the lead, you can add a little bit of distortion. Now, like I said, you can go ahead and you can set whatever you want. Let's say that you are trying to make you're doing something original, you know, and you want to set your tone however you want to set it. For lead, set it however you want to set it. There's no limit to the thing. You know, do what makes you feel good. Reggae music, it's all about you and what you are feeling. All right. So yeah, what I'd say about that, try not to overdo it. Try not to do too much, because you don't want to be listening to a reggae song and then you're hearing rock. There's heavy, noisy distortion type of, you know, settings that you always have to rest the fingers on the strings to silence it and all. So you want to reverb is good and delay is good when it comes to lead. That is very good because it keeps, you know, that sweet sound out there. You know, you turn up a little bit, especially when it's time to do a solo. Add yourself a little bit of distortion, you know, or a little bit of overdrive, and then you just, there you go, shredding or doing whatever. But remember, not every lead requires distortion and all that. You know, sometimes a clean tone with some reverb and everything, with some reverb and some delay, makes it, you know, right now, you know, I'm using basically nothing. You know, there's, so you just wanna so it does, and let me tell you guys this: whenever you're practicing, practice clean. Do not add distortion or anything, because if you cannot do it while the guitar is clean, then it's going to sound like trash whenever you start adding all those stuff. You know, so do not depend on those stuff for you to sound good. You should be able to start doing your stuff without, you know, adding all those stuff. Those are supposed to enhance you, you know. It's just the vibe, but make sure that whenever you have, you practice clean at all times. All right. Overall, when it comes to the tone, do not overdo it. Do not overdo it. Okay. Big up. Where you from, man? Let me know where you're from. Yeah, we can jam Bob Marley. Jamming. Turn this down. Make sure the tone is good. So this is what a lot of people don't know about jamming. I think this song is originally in the key of B. Alright? You know. So it's from B minor to E major, G major, F sharp minor. I always use minor 7. you know. So should I plug this in? Let me see if I will get a different sound from my acoustic. You know. See if I can jam it with the acoustic. It'll probably give a better vibe. Need to try. You know, so do not expect me to sing because I'm hoarse. You know, I'm messed up. Last night I wish I could have showed you guys, but again, due to YouTube and their copyright, I did probably over 80 songs last night. Yeah, I know that much songs. You know, I know way more than that. Right now, I think I know my repertoire right now when it comes to singing is about 3,000 songs. You know? Sorry for that noise. Yeah, so my repertoire is really big. It's probably more. But yeah, jamming. So my bad. Now I do not want to jam this song over too much because YouTube again. I remember I was jamming Redemption song, and after I finished with the live and I checked everything, boom, there was a copyright claim on it. So trust me, those things are happening. So don't think I'm being too hard. So yeah, but real quick, when you play, if you only want to know the but when it gets to that second chord, it is not a E major, it's not a major, it's a dominant. Alright, so it's E dominant. And I've seen a lot of great musicians mess that up. So it's not a, you know, it's a, hear that? That's the sound you're looking for. Then you, so it's a B minor, I use B minor 7 to E major dominant, to E dominant, to G major, to F sharp minor. But I would use my G major right here. This is a better sound than, but this is better for me. So I play. You know? So yeah, like I said, I do not want to jam this thing too much. I'm trying my best not to play anything even too perfect. Like, trust me guys, if you I wish you guys would see that. So yeah. So the chords are that I did a tutorial on this one already, you know. So remember guys, check the channel, go on the channel. You have to go all the way where it says channel and go all the way down. There's a lot more. I have over 100 tutorials here. What you're searching for is probably there already. So please don't have me do it again. I hate repeating myself. So the chords, like I said, if you want it to sound sweet, don't just use a straight minor, use a minor 7. To the dominant, to the major, to the minor 7th. So B minor 7th, E dominant, G major, F sharp minor 7. Those are the chords. Alright? You can hold the minor 7th like this. But I use mine like that. There are many ways, many things you can do. You know? Yeah, so those are the chords. Now, let me not stay on that for too long. Alright, so let's talk about the major 7s. Right? So now, because I'm not gonna be on this live for too long. No. So major 7s is like you're holding the major triad of what chord you're holding, and you're adding like 7, adding a 7 to it. Alright? So which really is a minor 7th. If I should come here, probably you guys can't see, but you probably can hear it. You know. Let's get out of this. Let me see. You know, if I should come here, and I'm in C major. That's it. You know, skip the 2, and you play the 3. Skip the 4, play the 5. Skip the 6, play the 7. That's your C major 7 right there here. You know, hopefully I'll be able to set up better, have more cameras all over so you guys can see from different angles. That's the next move. So again, C major. Alright? So like I said, when you do the when you play the scale, you know, then you are going to pick the root, the 3rd, and the 5th out of it to get your major triad. Now to get a major 7th, you are going to skip the 6 and add the 7th, which is a minor. Alright? Now remember, you can move that 7th all over. Alright? For instance, if I want to put it here, that's it again. Instead of it here, I put it here. So I can just play it. And I'm going to put it on the guitar so you guys can hear also. So, like I said, we're talking about, so here it is on the guitar. For instance, let's get back out of this one. Forgive me for the switching and all that, but I think it's important that I show you guys all this stuff, you know. Let me get out of this. Here, it is important that I show you guys all this stuff, because now we are going to move to some tutorials where I'm going to add some dominants, I'm going to add some stuff in it. So we're dealing with the major 7 right now. So remember I did the major 7, same thing. Alright, so my bad, sir. That's all the way down. So now you're going to count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then back to the 1, which is the 8. 8, which is the 1, 1 is, which is the 8. Alright? So now you're gonna count from there. I'm gonna show you an easy way. So you go. So it's the same thing again, you know. Do, re, mi. Not my bad. Do, re, mi. Alright? That's a scale again. That's a C major scale. So now you're gonna pick the root. You're gonna use the 3rd. Root now. The root, the 3rd and the 5th. Right there. Alright? So now you get it. Remember I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's the 7 right there. You're gonna use that. So you're gonna hold. You're gonna hold that right there. That which is a major, C major. Then you add the 7. That right there is major 7. That's your C major 7. Now remember, it's a guitar, so there are many ways you can hold it. Alright? Now, here's the next way to hold the chord. If you are, let me switch to the screen. Make sure that somebody's probably talking to me. Okay, yeah. Here's the next way to hold this chord. All you have to do is, if you're in the key of C, the 3rd of C is going to be the E minor. Alright? This is probably the easiest way, one of the easiest way to hold it also. So you play E minor. Now all you're going to do is take that pointer finger and add it to the C at the top. Now you're going to skip the 5th string. And you're going to play, or you're just going to rest the pointer finger there just to mute it. So you're holding E minor with C, right? With the C bass. So, and that's C major 7 right there again. So remember, E minor, that's E minor. All you need to do is push the pointer finger there. That's C major 7. You know? So that's another way. Now here's a 3rd way. C is right here again, right? Alright. So if you come here, my bad. That's your C major scale. Yeah, whatever, I keep messing that up. I don't know why. But yeah, so your C major is right here. So instead of holding this, normally the ring finger would be on the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 4th string. That's off the 5th fret right there. So now what you are going to do, instead of, you're going to take out that 3rd, you are going to add it, drop it a semitone back. All right, so now you're going to hold this. Now you're going to put the middle finger on the 3rd string of the 4th fret. Then you're going to put that ring finger on the 4th string of the 5th fret. And put the pinky finger on the 2nd string, 5th fret. That's your C major 7. Okay? Alright? C major 7. C major 7. So those are the 3 ways I just showed you. Alright? And then here. Yeah, and those chords make your song sound much sweeter. There are quite a few reggae songs out there that has a lot of major 7s in it, and I'm going to be attacking some of those because I've been getting requests on some of those. A perfect example, let me see if I can let you hear this. This one that I already made the track for. Okay. Alright, let me turn it down a little bit. And don't even ask me the chords for this one. You gotta be patient. Yeah, so those are not regular chords, okay? Originally by Ken Booth, yes, Moving Away Rhythm. So that will probably be your next tutorial, all right? So, but before I even started doing this, when I started practicing this song, when I take it up, I started playing, I'm like, what is going on? Because now I get so used to playing the regular chords. So then I said to myself, then I started feeling around and I said, oh, shucks. These are, it's different. Believe it or not, those are the chords. Deep down inside of me, I can feel moving away. I'm hoarse. You know, those are different chords, you know what I mean? Yeah, but let me tell you something about this rhythm. So this rhythm, man, I'm so old. This rhythm also, my brother, there are very many different versions to it. What I did, I was listening to the skeleton of it, and then I just start adding everything around it myself. But yeah, when you listen to the progression is not regular. You know, those are different. So if you guys can pause and catch that, you know, real quick when I'm done with the live, then, you know, kudos to you guys. But also there are a lot more. Here's another one that's coming your way. So guys, I want you guys to understand that I'm still working, even though you haven't been hearing a lot from me, hearing much. So that's a bit more modern. I mean that, you know, anything I touch, I always try my best to make it a bit more modern. You know what I mean? So yeah. So like I said again, your major 7th is very easy. Do not let them use big words or, you know, those theoretical words and throw you off. You need to just count. Alright? It always go back to the major, goes back to your major scale. I'm telling you, people, no matter what they do, and no matter how complicated it might sound or look, it goes right back to your major chord, your major scale. Your major scale is your go-to. I'm going to do, what I should do is a tutorial on the minor scales and the major scales. Alright? So, and label it. So whenever you guys want to find out other stuff, you can just go there. You know? I mean, so don't let them intimidate you with big words. Like, for instance, let's take this thing they call Dorian. Alright? Let's say sometimes people ask questions about the Dorian scale and the Dorian, damn Dorian scale, it's still a major scale. It depends on where you start and where you're going. So let me just set this up real quick so you guys can hear what I mean. Let me just give you a quick example of what I mean when I say they use big words and all that little stuff to make it seem as if they're doing something. That off and that. Alright, I'll probably just use that only. So, Dorian. Alright. I don't even know why they did that, but it depends on with Dorian. So let's say you're playing a song in let's say we use it, it's we're in G. Alright, so let's use D minor 7 to G dominant 7. Alright? So now there are many ways to solo over this. Because I basically use a Dorian to solo and all. So I think I have something already said. My bad. Delete. So let me explain what it is. Real quick. Your Dorian is going to be now in the key of G. Alright? Now, let's say you want to solo. Instead of starting on the you start on the 2. It gives that sound. So instead of starting on the, you start on the 2, you pick up on, you pick up on the 2 and finish on the 2, you're in the key of G. Alright, so you pick up on the 2 instead of picking up on the 1. That's all they're doing. Pick up on the 2. And once you start on the 2, that's it for your Dorian scale. That's it for your Dorian whenever you're trying to solo. And I think the 5 is the the what Lydian or whatever they want to call it, and the four is a Phrygian, and but you start on the four or you start on the five. It's just knowing what you're playing, knowing where you're going and where you're starting and all that. All right, so that's probably not such a great or clear example, but I will definitely do a tutorial on that. I need to do a tutorial on that, you know. So yeah, that's basically what it is. So yeah, but the main reason why I came on this live was to explain a little bit about the major scale and the tones. Alright, so let's get back to that. Your major scale, yeah, not major scale, your major seventh. If you're in the key of C, you hold that C major and add the seventh to it. Okay. Now here, so you add major, C major, add the seventh, major seven. Here, instead of holding it like this, you want to drop the pointer finger, no, the middle finger. Everything else remains the same. Major seven. And next way to hold it, if you're in the key of C, hold the E minor, hold the third. Alright, hold the third. And now you're going to push the pointer finger just on the C. Then you want to silence the fifth string. That's a C major 7 right there again. Alright, so then and then there are many ways. That's it right there again. And if it's here, then it's here again. But let's not jump into too much of that. Alright. Now, again, recap. I'm not gonna let this live go over an hour. If you are going to, so if you have any questions, you might want to drop them right now, because we have like about 15 minutes left. Right? For the tone of the guitar, remember, it needs to be clean when you're playing reggae. Alright? Hear that? Alright, so you can those are that's clean. This is a clean guitar. All I did was tweak it, like turn up the highs and the whatever, lower it down or lower down the bass, and you know, just go around, mess around with your amp and tweak it. Make sure it's clean enough to cut through the mix, because in reggae you already have the keyboard and the bass that's holding the lower part most of all, right? So you don't want to have the guitar sounding thick, then it's not going to shine. You want the guitar to shine and come through the mix. All right, and that should be it. Add a little bit of reverb, add a little bit of delay on your guitar, and you should be good. You hear that? That's a tiny bit of delay and some reverb. You can hear it still out there when I strike. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but that sound is from my window. That whistling. So yeah, man, that's basically it for that. You know, like I said, I cannot tell you how to set the amp. I do not know what amp you guys are using. I do not know what type of guitar, what brand, because there's a reason why they have different type of guitars. All right, the pickups sometimes. All right, now if I use this, I'm here and listen to this. Now if I put it in the middle, you get that. You hear that? Thick. if I use this one only, fit that. Now this, all I have to do is just take it down a little bit, down, you know, and I can play some, take off a little bit of the lows, and then it will be perfect for blues. You know what I mean? Probably some more delay, or tip of distortion, and it will be perfect for blues. So, well, that's for reggae. So it depends, again, it depends on the instrument that you're using, the pedal you're using. They just give different sounds. Some are thicker, some are thinner. All right, so hard for me to just say, okay, just use that. And if I say use that, then when you do it, then it sounds ugly, you know, and then you're gonna be, oh, what Zion said it would. No, you gotta use these. Use these, all right? You know, listen to more reggae music if you want to really get to know how to set the tone. Listen more. I'm still listening more. I'm from Jamaica. Reggae is my thing, and I'm still listening more, you know, to get certain tones when I want them. All right, so this is what you do. Buy yourself a nice guitar, not too expensive. Do not depend on the guitar for you to sound good, or the instruments or whatever you're using, the gears. No. Use something that is good enough. You know, set it the way you want. Practice with that and just make it your own. That's all you need to do. Alright? So, yeah. I think from now on, I'm going to be using just this tone. So this is going to be the one that I go to. So the way I set it work, the amp that I'm using in there works with perfect with the type of guitar that I'm using, the type of pickup that I'm using. So understand your gear, know what you're using first, all right, and then I promise you'll be good. Mike, bless up, welcome to the channel. Yeah man, you're in the right place. If you want to learn anything reggae, this is where you come. I mean, you guys can talk in the comment section also. I do not know everything, so what I try to do is put everybody I'm trying to bring everybody together, you know. So if I mess up, you guys can tell me that, oh, that's not too, you know. So yeah man. So yeah man, don't be afraid to talk to each other. I'll answer some questions. Don't wait for me to answer. I do not know everything. You know, I'm still learning while I go along. So answer some questions, man. So yeah. So look out for some, listen out for some tutorials with some John Taylor. You're here for the next 10 minutes. You're not too late. This live was not planned, so if you get here late, you get here late. So you know, don't worry too much about it. You know, I just explain the major seventh and the tone. Just drop some advice on how to set the tone of your guitar, or how to get the best reggae tone. Which again, it's up to you. It's all up to you and the gear that you're using. All right, so yeah, guys, practice some major scale, major 7. Practice some major 7 chords, you know, because those are coming. You know, I don't want this channel to be just the basic. I can teach intermediate too. I can bring you guys there. I can bring you guys to the arm. even to the advanced level. But it's up to you guys. It depends on the request. Because when I teach, I try my best to break it down the simplest way possible. Simplest way possible. And I keep saying this over and over and over and over. Your major scale, listen to me. Listen to me. Your major scale is your go-to. Your major scale is your go-to. Everything comes from the major scale. Every time I figure out something new, it takes me back to the major scale. Alright? C major. Let's use G major. Okay? That's your G major scale. Every note belongs to a scale. I'll be there. Give me a minute. Close the door. Close the door. Hi. You can't be here right now. Go on.
I'm down.
Hi, Tim. Close the door. Can't have him on this live right here. Alright? So, sorry for the disturbance. Every note belongs to a chord. If I said scale, my bad. Every note belongs to a chord. G major. Are you want to do the extension? So G. So 1, 2. I use this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is the 1, which is G again. Alright? So, your major scale is your go-to. Play me a 1 to a 2. Double skank. I mean, you walk up to my gig, you have a guitar on your back. Hey, yo, come and jam with me. No worries. We're only gonna jam in G major. Play 1 to 2. You're gonna count. 1, 2. So instead of do, re, or if you wanna say do, re, you're gonna use do and re. So now you're gonna play. It's your go-to, you go back there. So if I say let's add a 5 to it, you're gonna use 1, 2, skip the 3, skip the 4, and use a 5. The only thing you need to know is the 1, the 4, the 5 are always going to be majors. The 2nd, the 3rd, and the 6th are always going to be minors, no matter what. Know what key you're in, then you start doing your stuff. Okay? Always your go-to. Dorian, you're in the key of G, start on the 2 instead of starting on the 1. I can't tell you how much it takes you back to your major. If you're in the key of A, play me 1, 4, 5. Play this in the A major scale. Or then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is a 1. Then you play. I ask for 1, 5, and 1, 4, and 5, right? So you're gonna give me a 1. Skip the 2. Skip the 3. Now we go to 4. So now you know that you have 1 and 4, and I want 5. The next move is going to be 5. After 4, it's going to be 5. Now remember, like I said, the majors are the root, the 4th, and the 5th. So just play all majors. Now you're going to be skanking it. That's you making the music right there. Alright, so and I can give you so many other examples where you go back to the major scale. So many other examples. Alright? Your minor is going to come, you go back in the major scale to take it out. Everything you want, go to the major scale. Major scale is the headquarters. Alright? So, yeah, let's see how long I have left back. Yeah, this should be it for now. Alright, so be on the lookout for some tutorials this week, I promise. Alright, be on the lookout for some tutorials. Alright. I'm very busy, but I'm going to make sure that I plug it in. Substitute Lover, you know, moving away with him originally by Ken Booth. Look out for that one first. Alright. Then look out for some Tenasa. We're gonna do some real good hits. You know what I mean? We're gonna do some real good hits for you guys. Alright. So yeah, for all those who are just tuning into the channel, remember, subscribe. Remember, if you know anybody that wants to play some reggae music, suggest the channel. Have them subscribe. You know, have people come on over. You know, remember, watch all the tutorials from if you're gonna watch it. Do not just get the cars and run. You need to watch the tutorials, man. Watch the tutorials from the start to the end. Start to the end. That benefits me right there. All right. That's how you repay me for, you know, doing a good job. You know, for helping you guys out. So yeah, man. Again, welcome to the new people. Blessed love. Peace out. See you next time. Yeah, man.